All right, well, my name is Jack Counts. Welcome. We're going to be talking about Sports Pics Now. Sports Pics Now is one of many different services that are available on nowcandid.com. And Sports Pics Now, of course, is aimed at sports. So youth leagues, high school teams, sports camps, things like that. Sports Pics Now can help you cover them simply. Candid Color Systems has things like photo match and other ways to cover events using core that are very flexible, but sometimes you need something quick and simple that is still just as sophisticated and aimed on sales and generating revenue, and that's where Sports Pics Now can come in. So the first thing you're going to need to do is make an account here on nowcandid.com. I'm logged into mine, jc3@candid.com. You can email me if you have some questions. And you're going to want to create an event. So when you go here, you'll see your various events, where they start, when they end, and their event number. I have one set up here that we're going to use as a part of the demonstration, but I'm going to create a new one so we can show you just how easy it is. So you're going to start out, let's call it YMCA Youth League. Oops. Put in the name. We'll say this starts on Saturday at 5 a.m. and we'll have it wrap up. We'll call it, Sunday at 5 p.m. All right, we're going to make a Sports Pics Now. We're going to choose our price level, and this is where you can choose what kind of data collection you're going to want to use. With Now Candid, it's a view first system, and we'll show what that looks like on the tablet here in a minute. But you can collect information to create reference images. These reference images will pair contact information to an image of one of the athletes and group all their pictures together using facial recognition and send them a personalized gallery of their images in hopes that they will buy some of them. So we'll go ahead and just check this on so you guys can see what this looks like. And you'll see that after you hit next there, it gives you a QR code and a link to register people. You can also choose what kind of title option you're going to want to use. For this, we'll go ahead and hit simple text title. You can choose some fonts, some colors. We're going to do a drop shadow. We'll call it YMCA Youth League, and we'll put in August 6th, 2021. Just as an example, we'll hit save those changes. And then you'll see that it will render up some pictures so you can take a look at what that's going to come out as. So we've just chose this drop shadow with a bit of text, YMCA Youth League, just a little simple texting at the bottom. You can also put custom graphics on there, and we'll look at one of those here in a minute also, but we're just keeping it simple for now. So like I mentioned, there's two ways to collect information, one of which is with a tablet. So we're going to go ahead and show you how the tablet works when you're doing view first photography right now. So we'll pop that up over here in the other corner. So as you can see, we're going to hit this little login button up in the top right corner here. And from there, you're going to want to plug in your event number. So you can go back to your events tab here, and we'll see this demonstration one that we're going to be using has an event number of 27126732. And then your camera number will just label the folder that the images are going in. And we're going to ID by cell and face. So we'll hit next. And that is going to log us in to this SBN live demonstration event that we're using here. So we're going to say, we're going to take it without an assistant. Just take Sports Pics Now. So I take camera. I have a little assistant here who you'll see in a moment. And that picture, of course, will then pop up on the tablet. So when you're collecting information with a tablet, you will tap on the user's face. You will put in their phone number. We're just going to put some 5s in here for now. Opt in, and you are done. So when I take more pictures of this person's face, take one, take another, you'll see that these keep popping up here, and you can tap on these previous ones to see the various versions of their picture. Now you'll notice that at the top here, it is a little bit difficult to see given the setup I'm working with at the moment, but you can mark a picture instead of as an individual picture as an all picture, which is essentially saying it's a team picture, and that will use that picture in certain products. So if you have a package that includes both team pictures and individual pictures, it knows which ones are team and which ones are individuals. And we will get a look on the phone here in a minute how that can turn out. So there's also another way to collect information though, not just with a tablet. You can also use QR codes to do selfie registration. So as you can see here, I've got this nifty sign, and then I can take my phone, scan this QR code with it. It will take me to the selfie registration form, which is there on your screen as well. You're going to put in your information. And I'll put in my real cell phone number this time, which I will blur out. You can enter in friends and family contact information, add additional contacts if needed, and then there is a selfie upload section. So we're gonna go ahead and upload a selfie of myself. All right, so we've got that selfie uploading on the form on your screen. And once that photo has finished uploading, we're gonna hit complete registration. And then thank you for registering. You're done. So before too long, you will see those images popping up on people's phones. Not the selfie, but the other images you take of them that are then connected to them via facial recognition. So if I go into this SBN Live demonstration event, the one we're logged into, the one that this QR code that I printed out and put on the sign here is associated to, you'll see that you can also upload additional images. So if you're not uploading them with the tablet right over here, then you can also come over here to additional images and upload things manually. So I have a selfie of myself here ready to go on the computer. So you would just take your SD card out of your camera, connect it to your computer, and drag those files over here into this. So we'll go back to the event. And you'll see pretty quickly, the thumbnail probably hasn't loaded yet because we just uploaded it, but you'll see that there's over here my selfie that I uploaded, and this image that's not available is the one that I just uploaded that's still processing through the system. And you'll also see that if you were uploading images this way, manage images, that you can mark things as an all shot, mark them as a team photo if you need to. So now that I've taken a picture of myself and uploaded a selfie with selfie registration, a link to my gallery is texted directly to my phone, and that will show me all of the pictures that have been taken of me during this event. It usually takes just a few minutes for that text to go out. So I talked a bit about how you can use these simple text titles, and here we are, these ones with the drop shadow, but you can also use custom graphic titles as well. Quite a few things you can do with that. We do have on our website, if you go to resources and to view image graphics, a number of templates. A lot of these do require Canva, which is something that if you want to use transparency, it will require a monthly subscription. But it does provide you some pretty flexible templates that you can use. As you can see, it asks you to try Canva Pro because some of the templates do use Canva assets. But anything that you're not a fan of, you can also go through and delete. Let's just make this background a solid dark blue, and we are good to go. We'll rename this YMCA OKC, and we'll call this season 2021. So we'll go and we'll download this as a PNG, and that'll download to our computer. We can go back over here to our event, and we can also come through and decide that we want a custom graphic title, upload a title image, and upload that graphic we just downloaded. So now, as you can see, we've got, boom, YMCA OKC. These rendered things are always going to be the little football players. It's just meant to show you what these graphics are going to look like on the final product. So we're going to go ahead and hit Save Changes, and that's all there is to that. You'll notice earlier I mentioned that we would talk more about price levels as well. And we have available here, when you click this Sports Pics Now pricing and commission chart, you'll see, and I'll pull it up here on Excel just for a little bit easier of a viewing experience, but you'll see that we have these different price tiers. In week 1, you'll see these are the quote-unquote discounted pricing. The week 2 will be the regular pricing, and week 3 is kind of like that delayed pricing. So as the weeks go on and progress away from an event, all of the marketing texts and emails that are going out automatically as a part of the Sports Pics Now marketing campaign will mention like, oh, last day for discounted pricing, last day for regular pricing, and so on. So it's trying to drive sales when the interest is highest, close to the event, and then the price is increasing as you get farther away from the event. Level 1, for instance, you'll see that a 5x7 is $7, where up at level 5, a 5x7 is $11, based on your, what your customers are used to, the demographic, level of income, how exclusive and nice and exciting an event is versus maybe it's something that's more casual that's done more regularly. All of these things might affect what price level you want to set your event at. And then another factor are these percentages you see here at the top. With Sports Pics Now, there are no fees, there are no charges, there's nothing like that. It is simply the photographer gets a percentage of all revenue and shipping that comes in from an event. So if you made $100 on a level 1 Sports Pics Now event, you would be getting $68 of that. If you were using level 5, you'd get $80 of that. And that is how it works. It's just direct deposited to you. There are no fees or anything. You'll see that as you go through this, that there are all the products that are in the Sports Pics Now offer currently, and the Sports Pics Now offer does change with time, adding new products, taking out old products, using events that happen to analyze the performance of the offer and tweak it over time to help optimize it. And these are the contents of the packages, as you can see down here. It's actually just a little bit off screen, so there we go. Now you can see it. All the different products, all these different prices, and the contents of these packages. So that's what the Sports Pics Now offer looks like currently. So as you'll see here on the screen, when you receive this text, you'll click the link and it'll show you your personalized gallery. So this image right here was matched to me using facial recognition. The selfie that I took matched to this picture of me from the other day that I uploaded. And then you'll also see that because I marked this as a team picture, that it's also showing up here in the gallery. I can also go to all images to see the other images that were shot of the league or team. I can click on an image, we'll click on this one of me, and we'll say that we want to continue to order. And you'll see that there are all the packages that I showed you on Excel here, as well as all those a la carte prints, wallets, 4x6s, 8x10s, and it's relatively easy for people to add those to their cart. This is what it'll look like. We'll say that we want to continue to order. We like that. Boom, your package has been added to cart. You can continue to browse, and there's a little checkout button right up here. We'll go ahead and say we want to check out. And it'll show us that. We can go back and edit it, look at the package deal, look at the package details, and check out. So that is how that function works. Now in terms of talking about how you would use some of this practically out in the field, if you were doing a entire league with 10 teams, you might decide that you want to put custom graphics for each specific team, in which case you would go here to events and you could make 10 different events, maybe YMCA Youth League Bears, and then just save that and have the little custom title on there for that specific team, and then come back to events and you can make some new ones. Make one for each of the different teams, and you can use this events tab to log into different event numbers on your tablet. If you decided you wanted to use selfie registration instead of tablet to collect things, you would need to ensure that you were uploading the right pictures into the right events. So that is, the gist of Sports Pics Now. As you can see, tablet collection, selfie registration, both pretty easy methods of creating reference images. Facial recognition pairs everything to an individual, and then the contact information they put in will send them that personalized gallery, send them their images in a pretty persistent marketing campaign over a couple of weeks to help drive some sales. Then there are no hidden fees or anything. You just get a flat margin, a percentage-based margin of those sales. But yeah, like I mentioned, you can email me at jc3@candid.com if you have any additional questions. Again, if there's something that you see Sports Pics Now lacks and how it wouldn't work for you, I guarantee you there's a way that Core and Photo Match can work that out for you. This is just a simple way to go about things. As you saw, it's very quick and very easy to create these new events. Everything is very automated from then on. Either you can get a tablet to collect with Tap a Face, or you can use the selfie registration and print out QR codes. This kind of signage is also available to be purchased on Candid or nowcandid.com. If you go to these resources, you can go to view marketing materials, and you'll see that you can order marketing materials, and you'll find some signs, and we are continuing to add some more signage. There's also some yard signs that come so you can stick them out in the grass around where the area that you're shooting. So continuing to build this out, adding more resources, adding more features all the time. And let us know. Let us know if you have any feedback or any questions. And we hope that you consider using Sports Pics Now to start to cover your events.